Hello everyone, Rich Hagan, Brian David Marshall. We are going to talk about Seasons Past. You see it up on the big board behind me. There we are, Seasons Past, 4 green, mythic rare sorcery. You get to return, you see it right there in front of you, any number of cards with different converted mana costs.
Rich, can I thought we were going to talk about Jon Finkel's Seasons Past.
Okay, BDM, but first, let's talk about the actual engine at the heart of the Seasons Past deck. Step 1 is packing your deck with spells at lots of different casting costs, creating the maximum options for you to bring back from your graveyard. That might be Duress at 1, Grasp of Darkness at 2, Nissa Vastwood Seer at 3, or the Mighty Languish at 4, even Nissa's Renewal at 6. The crazy bit happens when you combine Seasons Past with Dark Petition, which costs 5, meaning that the Dark Petition also returns to your hand, so you can search up Seasons Past, ready to do it all over again.
Shadows over Innistrad is the 100th Pro Tour in the history of Magic. 18% of them, that's 18, have had Jon Finkel playing on Sunday. He played in the juniors top 8 at the very first Pro Tour in New York, and he played in the top 8 of Pro Tour Shadows over Innistrad this weekend, playing Seasons Past fittingly, and he has just been one of the most dominant players in the history of the game across every single era of the game. It seems weird to say a coronation, but there's always been this debate. I just really feel like people have really just come to some sort of group consensus that Jon Finkel is just the greatest player in the history of the game.
Truth test. You were in New York in 1996. You knew Jon Finkel as this little kid from your neck of the woods in New York. Did you know?
Yes.
How did you know?
We used to run tournaments. Before there was a Pro Tour, we ran tournaments in New York City. And we would have a sealed deck tournament before every event. We would have, a Magic tournament. You'd probably think of it as Type 1 or Vintage now, but it was just called Magic back then. And Jon Finkel just won them all. We were like, how does he do this? Is this some kind of skill game? Yeah, turns out it is. And among the most skilled of all time is Jon Finkel.
It's pretty amazing that he's managed to sort of reinvent himself multiple times. My first commentary was him winning Kuala Lumpur in 2008, and at that point, I think a lot of us felt his career was essentially behind him. He'd left the game for a few years, hadn't put up any finishes, wasn't playing on the Pro Tour, and then back he comes, beat everyone.
Of course, inducted into the Pro Tour Hall of Fame in 2005 in Yokohama. You could argue that his career since being inducted into the Hall of Fame is worthy of being inducted into the Hall of Fame.
That is extraordinary.
And what's amazing to me now about Jon's career is, he works with Team Pantheon, Channel Fireball, the Pantheon, and there's a lot of younger players on his team, Owen Turtenwald, Reed Duke, Shahar Shenhar, and he is, and he really works with these guys and has, brought this sort of kind of like career arc that they can see for themselves, and also someone who has, as he's become very successful in life apart from Magic, has given back to people who play the game. He is really the gamer helping gamers.
Right, with his charitable foundation, which sends gamers to college, which is a fantastic thing.
Just a remarkable man. Playing a remarkable deck this weekend, not to take away from what you started talking about.
Look, bottom line, when it comes to Magic the Gathering, Jon Finkel really is your mythic rare.